Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? I hope you had fun with our ELA vocabulary lesson on Monday, because today we're going to be talking about. See, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt, t-shirt, but if I went to a place like this, I definitely would not be doing that. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Alaska. It's a very special place. I know people that have gone on vacation there. They said how beautiful it was. Talked about whales jumping out of the water. But I want to talk about some of the weather that goes on there. That's not going to work. And some cool things that you can do there. It's important we learn all about the world, okay? And one of the questions we're going to keep in the back of our mind when we're reading this is the essential question. What makes different parts of the world different? And we're going to read to learn what makes Alaska unique, which is interesting because that ties into our tolerance lesson on Friday and talks about the uniqueness of us all as people. But now we're going to be talking about the uniqueness of a place of land and water called Alaska. Now, as you can see, it's in very big letters. So that is the title of the story. Remember, title is just a fancy word for the name of the story. Alaska, a special place. There's the title. Let's move on to the rest of the story. In what location can you find mountains, glaciers, and volcanoes? Well, Alaska is the place to be. Alaska has many regions. Each part of the state has different features or different things. It could have a land features or water features. Or things with land or things with water, different parts of the place. Let's focus on the next subtitle, which is land features. The tallest mountain in the United States of America is in Alaska. They got the biggest one there. That's pretty cool. Now remember, Alaska is a state. New York is the state you live in. My Aunt Em and Uncle Gene live in a state called Florida. But the name of the state we're learning about is Alaska. So that big mountain that we're talking about, the biggest one in the United States, is called Mount McKinley. People like to even, guess what they like doing with it? Yeah, they take pictures, sure. But they like climbing it. Climbing a mountain can be fun. It's probably really amazing exercise. Alaska also has some big glaciers. We're going to talk about those icy glaciers of snow. Glaciers are made when one layer of snow falls on top of another. And then you get more snow and more snow and more snow. The snow gets thick. It turns to ice. The growth of a glacier takes years and years and years. I'm not talking about putting ice cream on top of another ice and ice and ice and ice. I'm talking about years of it snowing and snowing more and then snowing more and then snowing more. So there's another interesting thing on this picture that we're going to really focus in on is this map. Okay, this is a map of Alaska. Now you notice the compass rose is right here. North, east, west, and south. So if I want to go south on the map, I'm going to go, south is on the bottom, so I'm going to go down. If somebody says, hey, no, you need to look in the north part. N is up, so I'm going to go up. That is north. Well, what about the key? The key tells us what these different pictures are on the map. So the red star is the capital, that's the symbol. Those wavy blue lines are symbols for the rivers. The mountains are the green, almost like a triangle. I'm trying to focus in, I'm sorry guys. And then the volcanoes, you see a little bit of smoke coming out of those. We talked about volcanoes. Remember, lava is on the outside, dripping down the mountain. What's inside? All that hot, melted magma. Good remembering. Okay, great. So guess what? I'm not going to get you to look inside that text and locate an answer. What I am going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to look at the map. Okay, this is the next question on the next page. On the map, two regions, or two parts, two areas of Alaska, they are alike because they both have the same land feature. Okay, so we're going to be looking for land features in the north, in the south. Draw a box around this land feature on the map. Okay, look at that map. Draw a box around that land feature. You're going to be able to do that on the next Draw It page. So I read some of these parts and pieces, and pretty interesting stuff. You got to remember, there's lots and lots of temperature changes there too. Alaska has different temperatures. Northern Alaska, the part up top, north is up, is the Arctic region. Freezing cold. It's very cold. The lakes and the rivers, you ain't swimming in those. You might be ice skating on them because they're frozen, but they often freeze. And the river's moving water, and that even freezes. That's how cold it is. Some of the rivers freeze, and maybe there's a little flowing water underneath. That's why most people live in southern Alaska. It's warmer there, and crops, plants and vegetables, they grow much better there, okay? So they want to go where the warm stuff is so they can grow, not the cold, icy stuff. Reread the second paragraph. Draw a box around the sentence that tells how southern Alaska is different from northern Alaska. Okay, so I want you to look in this text on the next Draw It slide and talk about what the differences are. Remember, one is freezing cold and one is warmer for vegetables to grow. All right, you guys are doing a pretty awesome job. I just wanted to say that Alaska is a very far away place. It's all the way on the other side of the United States of America. I have never traveled to Alaska, but it seems like a place in the world that I'd really like to learn about. I love the snow. I don't know if I like that much snow because there's super amounts of snow there. I mean, how many snowmans am I gonna make? Snow women. So, I'm signing off. And hey, you know what? If we hopping back into that classroom, your new teachers, you may see them wearing one of these. It's a mask. It's okay. More and more people are going to be wearing these things. I'm just here to tell you not to worry about them. Not really a big deal. If you have one, you can even wear a mask while you're watching this video. Might make me feel a little bit more comfortable. But it's up to you. And just get used to wearing it every now and then. You know, if you pop into a Home Depot with mom or dad, you might want to practice wearing it. Or just maybe talking to the neighbor. You know, and they'll be really proud of you that you're a big enough boy or a big enough girl to wear the mask like the responsible adults and citizens in the world. It's kind of a newer thing that we're getting used to, and I hope everybody has a nice adjustment to that, okay? All right, guys, well, I'm wearing a mask all week, so I'll see you next time. Adios, bye!